I cannot believe we are coming down to the last few days in our Coach Basics training. I appreciate you staying with us for this long throughout this, and I hope that you'll be able to walk away from this just enlightened and feeling more confident about your business and knowing the basics and the foundation. But before we wrap up at the end of this week, we still have a couple more important topics to talk about, so don't check out quite yet. And today we're going to cover one which is very, very important in the way that you are going to begin to build and grow your own team. So we're going to go over a little bit about recruiting and how to invite your current challengers to become a coach. So recruiting is essential if you plan to grow a business. I don't really even like the word recruiting, but I like to say, bringing people onto your team. That's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to start to see your income substantially increase. So it's really important to know how to go about doing that. And one thing that we have found is that the majority, some of the best coaches you're going to have are those who are in a challenge group. And the reason for that is because if you're running an awesome challenge group, which I know you are, then you are going to have people are going to start having transformations. They're going to start believing in the product, losing weight, gaining muscle, whatever the case may be, but they are automatically going to fall in love with Beachbody, or naturally fall in love with Beachbody, I should say. So they are going to be the people who start talking about it pretty regularly. They're going to be a walking billboard for you and hopefully for their company coming up. So that's why it's so important to run awesome challenge groups, because you can find some of your best coaches in here. So how do you identify who these coaches are? Because if you can't identify them, then you're not going to know who to present the idea to, and you could really be missing out on some awesome opportunities. So what I want you to think about right now, if you're into your second or so week of your challenge group, when you think about your challenge group and you think about the customers that you've added into it, I can probably bet you can think of 3 to 5 people off the top of your head who are your rock star challengers. They're going to be the people who are posting in your group every day. They are engaging in it. They're answering questions or asking questions, sharing meal plans, sharing sweaty selfie workout pictures. They are inspiring and motivating other people, commenting on other people's posts, congratulating other people on their transformation. And perhaps they're even sharing something on their own personal Facebook wall talking about the products that they've been using. Or, like if they're doing 21-day fix, they're showing a picture of their lunch using the containers. So these are the people you're going to want to identify from the get-go of your challenge group. And I want you to really focus on building relationships with them. You want to make sure that you're sending them a private message at least once every week. Check in on them, ask them how things are going, and most importantly, let them know how inspiring they are being toward your group. Let them know that you appreciate their comments and their motivation, and that other people are finding inspiration in them. And you're going to just really, like I said, start to build a relationship with them. So towards the end of your challenge group, or when their 30 days free sign-up period starts to approach, since you already have a strong foundation and relationship, you can just immediately segue into the coach opportunity. You can tell them that what they have been doing in their group, in your group, the challenge group, is pretty much what you do as a coach. You're simply there to help, support, and motivate other people and how you think that they would be an awesome fit for your team. So by building relationships from the forefront, from identifying your rockstar challengers, you are going to have a much higher percentage or a higher rate and increase of having somebody join your team. And like I said, if they have already been through a challenge group or they're going through one and they're loving the products, they are going to be some of your best coaches, because you're not going to have to teach them or tell them why Beachbody is so great or why you love it so much, because they're already going to know, because they're going to be living and using the products as it is. So make sure you spend some time identifying your rockstar challengers, reaching out to them, and building relationships. And on our team page, there is a great coach script that has recently been updated in there. So reference that. So when it comes towards the end of that period, you can know how to approach that coach and invite them into the coaching opportunity. And you can even ask them to join one of our coach sneak peeks. Remember, we run one once a month. So find out when that next opportunity, that coach sneak peek is going to be, plug them in there and start growing your team, because growing your team and recruiting is going to be the way that you start to see a substantial increase to your income, and so many more benefits can come from that. So get after it. Start identifying those rockstar challengers, and if you need help in how to build that relationship with them or present the opportunity to them, reach out to us. Let us know. That's what we're here for.